Hello and hello one more time. I am your host, Dylan J. Curtis, and I ask that you hit the like and subscribe button because today you have joined the Curtis Zone. Now today we're doing yet another How Powerful Would Someone Be episode. I told you in the past that one day in the future I will be doing a How Powerful Would Someone Be on Shang Tsung. Now, we have asked ourselves, how powerful would Shang Tsung be if he had the Soul Stone, a Green Lantern ring, and the power of GRAYSKULL? So, sit back, relax, enjoy, and as always, hit that like and subscribe button for more content. Because as you know, you gotta see more of me, you gotta see more of my fro, and you gotta see more of my bouncing pecs. Now before we get started, some news as always. We talk about here on the Curtis Zone, we have been talking about the upcoming Mortal Kombat, and we have recently seen some leaked storyline for Hiroyuki Sanada's character Scorpion, who will be having a major role to play in this upcoming Mortal Kombat 2. He says, and I quote, "My character will have a large role as he is going to be the instrument to start the Mortal Kombat tournament itself." I'm sorry I stopped there for a second, pause there for dramatic effect. Now some news from the world of Paramount. The upcoming Transformers G.I. Joe crossover has its first cast member, and it is Andrew Koji, who you may remember played Storm Shadow in this Snake Eyes and live action film. It is looking like we're going to have a lot of great characters, because if we have Storm Shadow, you gotta have Snake Eyes. I'm going to be honest, if we don't see Snake Eyes in a G.I. Joe crossover, we're going to be having a lot of angry nerds to deal with. The final piece of news from the world of MCU, this guy, Moon Knight, apparently the second season is not yet in development. This is due to the fact that one of the showrunners has dropped out and has decided to go along with a different project. Does this mean that Moon Knight is done on the MCU? We don't know yet. Let's find out soon. Now, we've asked ourselves, how powerful would Shang Tsung be if he had the Soul Stone, a Green Lantern ring, and the power of GRAYSKULL? So, let's get into this episode. Remember, like I told you before, how these How Powerful episodes would work is I, your ever so amazing host, give you the stats of the character as well as a quick origin. Then I give you the stats of all the items that I'm going to combine to their power, and then you, the viewer, leave in the comment section down below how powerful you think the character would be if they had all this stuff combined to their own power. And don't be afraid to really let us have it, okay? Because as you know, we discuss things here on the Curtis Zone. So really get into it, guys. Remember, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's start by talking about Shang Tsung. Now, most of Shang Tsung's origin is a little bit sketchy, more specifically his fictional origin. However, here's what we do know about his non-fictional origin. He was created by Ed Boon and John Tobias for the Mortal Kombat video game, which came out in 1992. He was the main source of villains, and he was controlling Scorpion, who was the main boss in Mortal Kombat. However, he was a playable character in Mortal Kombat 2, but he wasn't the biggest bad guy until was what we found out in Mortal Kombat 3. Now, Shang Tsung is the sorcerer of Outworld, but we'll cover that in the non-fiction origin. He was also played by many characters. One guy who I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. I don't want to try and butcher that name, but he was my favorite Shang Tsung in the first Mortal Kombat 1 in 1995, which came out in 1995, which was a good one, but the worst one would have to be Mortal Kombat Annihilation. He was also played by Bruce Locke in Mortal Kombat Conquest. Now, that's enough with the non-fictional origin. Let's get into the fictional origin, shall we? More of Shang Tsung's origin was given to us in Mortal Kombat Conquest. He was once an apprentice of a great master on Earthrealm, until he found his way over to Outworld after mastering dark magic and became Outworld's top sorcerer. So much of a top sorcerer that he was able to stop his own aging by absorbing the souls of those that he defeats. Shang Tsung would go on to meet Quan Chi, who also mastered dark magic and became a sorcerer of the Nether Realm. The two of them would create a deadly alliance to overthrow the rule of Outworld and become its top sorcerers. The top sorcerers in all realms. Skipping some stuff here and there, Shang Tsung would go on to become known as Titan Shang Tsung after he gained Kronika's power. He would then rewrite a timeline and make it into his own image. And this would lead to the events of Mortal Kombat 1 when he would form a coup in a timeline created by Liu Kang, and the three of them would go into conflict with each other, leading Liu Kang coming out on top. It was pretty impressive. As far as feats of strength in hand-to-hand combat go, he is strong enough to take on a god. He has taken on Lord Raiden in hand-to-hand combat, and he took on Fire God Liu Kang. He is first and foremost a sorcerer, so powerful in fact that he can absorb souls and redirect them at somebody, using soul energy as a physical weapon. He also has elemental manipulation, fire manipulation, and he also is incredibly invincible. He can increase and decrease his aging depending on how many souls that he absorbs. As far as feats of speed go, Shang Tsung is considered to be faster than Liu Kang. This is due to the fact that he absorbs souls that increase his speed and strength. He's faster than Liu Kang due to the fact that he absorbs souls that are incredibly fast, like Cabal. As far as feats of intelligence go, Shang Tsung is an incredible strategist, more specifically when it comes to deceiving anyone. He can deceive his way in or out of any situation, making him the most impressive person ever. He's a skilled shapeshifter, which means that he can blend into any crowd with his powers of deception. So yes, Shang Tsung is incredibly powerful. According to Marvel lore, the Soul Stone has the ability to transcend life and death. It has the ability to control it, to manipulate it, and to do whatever it wants with life and death. It also has the ability to trap souls in something called the Soul Realm, meaning that it can trap souls for Shang Tsung to take out and use whenever he wants. So, imagine this power in the hands of Shang Tsung, because in order to gain a soul, you must give a soul. So yes, imagine this power in the hands of Shang Tsung and tell me how powerful you think that he would be if he had this. To wield a Green Lantern ring is to be the most powerful being in the universe. The Green Lantern rings utilize the power of will to turn thought into physical energy, turn thought into reality, which means that you can make any weapon that you want out of Green Lantern energy. So, if Shang Tsung were to have this, it would turn all of his negative thoughts into power. And imagine this power in the hands of Shang Tsung. Tell me how powerful you think that he would be if he had a Green Lantern ring. The power of GRAYSKULL is really powerful due to the fact that whoever wields the power of GRAYSKULL, they become strength personified. It literally amplifies their strength by 300. It turned Prince Adam into He-Man and gave him the ability to bench press 500 million tons. I say 500 million, but I'm really exaggerating. The thing about the power of GRAYSKULL is that once you wield it, it becomes so powerful that it'll give you super strength and enhanced durability and a whole mess of other stuff. So imagine this power in the hands of Shang Tsung. And that brings another episode of the Curtis Zone to a close, ladies and gentlemen. Like I say all the time, get in that comment section down below and tell me how powerful you think the character would be if they had all this stuff combined to their own power. Now, do not be afraid, really let us have it, okay? And remember, we here on the Curtis Zone, we will get back to you as soon as we can if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for any episode, period. And as always, give some love to our sponsors, Coastal Waste and Recycling, because you know your garbage will always power someone's world. I hope to see you all very soon as you get in that comment section.